Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, 21st of November 2019. So yesterday, the main event, given that the other markets are quiet, was that stocks and bond yields tumble as China trade deal hopes fades. The irony in all of this, at about 4:45 this morning, looking through the news, we see this, where the future spike after China's top trade negotiator says cautiously optimistic about phase one. So, you can't make this stuff up. This is what's dominating this market. I've spoken of it before. And we can see this at the moment in the daily chart. The market down for 2 days, but then coming back during yesterday's session and bouncing a bit on the overnight as well. As I've said before, they want to keep the markets moving higher, and they will do whatever they need to do in order to keep the illusion alive. So yesterday in the pre-market session, the price is really just trading in a range, still a 100-point range though, that you can see from this red line down to this one. And then the market making its way back another 100 points in the pre-market session with some professional buying here above the 200 bar moving average, but then prices come back 76% trade lower, then make their way back to the 200 bar moving average. It's amazing. You got all this movement in the pre-market, then you come to the main event and you could barely get 50-point range. The market then eventually breaks down with whatever news this was. I have no idea. We see the buying pressure coming in, and then as we head towards the FOMC meeting minutes at 7 p.m, the market then makes a miraculous recovery, trading back 76% all the way to the 200 MA. So yet again we see intervention moving the markets back. The market gaps down on the overnight only to have some China news. There's no news, it's all just propaganda, and this is designed to bring the markets back to the upside, which we can see here now with prices trading to the daily pivot and the 200 MA, and a close above this we'll see prices resume the up move. Failure to do so, we'll see prices have a bit of a struggle and maybe move lower once more. Meanwhile, the implied volatility has moved up slightly to 1173 here. We're just about to close above the 20 bar MA here, but in the top side with the prices, we're still heading back towards those at the moment. Also got still green, but barely green in the implied in the visual of it. And again, I would expect some potential weakness and turning yellow in this if the market fails to rally. It certainly needs to correct. There's no doubts about that. And as we look at the yield for the 3-10-year, that's the 3-month 10-year, we can see that this is continuing to move downward, 0.16 for yesterday. So we could end up going back for an inversion here, and that's going to create some activity in the markets as well, because that really will show that there is a loss of control as far as the finances are concerned. So yeah, it's fairly quiet in other markets. This is the 4-hour of the Bitcoin market, and you can see for the last few days the market has been sideways. The same in the daily. The last couple of days have been really quiet. The market still stuck in this range, managing to hold at the 76% retracement at the moment, but only barely. Market will need to close back above this as it's currently trading below it. And yesterday in the 15 minutes, very, very quiet until we had a surge through the 200 MA, but only then to come back 15 minutes later. And overnight, the market has barely moved $30 by the looks of things, about $35, which is a real pain because this market's great fun to trade when we have the activity like we had in April and December. We just have to sit out this sort of sideways move when the market isn't doing a lot, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. There's not a lot we can do about it. So I'll just have a quick look. Yeah, $62, which is not a fat lot at all as far as intraday is concerned. Makes it very difficult because it's incredibly boring. Sitting here and watching prices move like watching paint dry. Okay, well that will do it for today. The only thing that I want to remind you of, I'll just come back here, is Criminal Lagarde is going to be speaking today at 12:30, which should liven things up a bit. No other economic news, so keep this one in mind. 12:30 for Christine Lagarde. Okay, that will do it for this one. If there is anything else to report during the day, I will let you know. But otherwise, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.